Good morning, children. Once again, I am present with the same poem, A Thing of Beauty by John Keats. So, let's see. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep and such are daffodils, with the green wall they live in and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make 'gainst the hot season the mid forest break. Here in this stanza, the poet names certain beautiful things. He includes the heavenly bodies, such as the sun, the moon. Then he names all kinds of trees, whether they are old and young, which provide shade to the creatures like sheep. Here he has given the example of sheep, but not only sheep, any kinds of animals, any kinds of living beings are benefited by the shade of the tree. The shade of the tree is just like a boon, blessing for these creatures because they take rest under the shade of the trees. And such are daffodils. Then he names various flowers. The flowers which are soothing for us, which are relaxing for us, which are refreshing for us. Here he has given example of daffodils which grow in their green surrounding and clear hills. And then he says about the streams, the rivers with clear water. With their clear water, they help in growth of bushes. And in this way, they create cooling shelter in the summer season. So here we have seen that all these things named here are useful, beneficial, supporting, relaxing in some way or other. So they are beautiful things. Now, word meaning shady boon means a shade which is blessing to someone. Green world of green plants and trees. A rill, a small stream. Covered, thicket, a dense growth of small trees. A grove, brake, bush, shelter. Here, shelter. The meaning shelter will be applied here. Now, figures of speech used in this stanza. Alliteration. Such, sun, sprouting, shady. We can see here that all these four words have been started with the same consonant sound S. And in the poem, we can see that they have been used very close to one another, like such, sun, in the second line, sprouting, shady. So, these are the examples of alliteration. Next is cooling, covered. These both have been also started with the same letter, same consonant sound, she. Now, imagery. Sprouting, shady, boon. When we read this phrase, then just the image of shade provided by the tree comes in our mind. Daffodils with the green world. So it creates the picture of daffodils. Clear hills. These two terms draw the picture of rivers with clear water. So these are the examples of imagery. So children, we have seen here that according to the poet, all such things which are helpful, useful, beneficial, supporting, refreshing, energy giving in one way or other are beautiful. Whether they are heavenly bodies or trees, they are flowers or rivers. They all are beautiful because they help us in survival. They enable us to live on this earth. Rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, our lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens brink. Here the poet has added some more beautiful things. He says that in the forest, such bushy areas which are scented with the sweet fragrance of roses are beautiful things because they are soothing, they are refreshing, they are relaxing for us. And such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead. And beauty lies in the death also. But what kind of death? Death for a noble cause. Death for noble deed. Like our warriors, the brave persons, the heroes who sacrificed their lives for the noble cause, for the sake of their motherland. Their death is not ordinary death. Their death has grandeur. Their death has beauty. Their death has magnificence. We have imagined for the mighty dead. We always imagine that we should have also such kinds of death. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, beauty lies in the tales also, in the stories also, the stories which describe our warriors, our brave heroes. They also inspire us to live such kinds of lives. So, these stories are also beautiful. An endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens brink. At last the poet says that all these beautiful things are like a fountain, a spring. What kind of a spring? Endless spring, which has no end. And as the spring, as the fountain provides drink, these beautiful things also provide us drink. But there is difference between the drink provided by ordinary fountain and the drink provided by these beautiful things. This drink is immortal drink. This is nectar. And this drink we are provided just from the door of the God, from the house of the God. Means Here, immortal drink means these beautiful things provide us immortal drink. Means these beautiful things provide us permanent bliss, unending joy. And this joy is just like the blessings from God. This joy is boon for us because due to this joy we are able to survive. Now some meanings: doom, death, destruction, adverse fate, unfavorable judgment. Here the meaning death will be applied. Doomed, adjective, ill-fated. Grandeur, magnificence, splendor, a quality of great beauty. Immortal, never dying, eternal, everlasting. Brink, age. Now let's see the figures of speech. Alliteration. Here also alliteration has been used. Have heard. The both words have been started with the same consonant sound H. Then metaphor, immortal drink. Here there is comparison between joy and immortal drink. The joy which we get from the beautiful things is just like an immortal drink. No words like and as have been used, as there is indirect comparison, so here the figure of speech metaphor is used. Imagery, a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. So the picture of beautiful roses, beautiful flowers come in the picture of beautiful roses comes in our mind. Grandeur, mighty dead. Here also we imagine our such persons, such heroes who have sacrificed their lives, pouring from the heavens brink. So all these phrases create, draw pictures in our mind. So these are the examples of imagery. Here the poet tells us that beauty can be seen in different forms. We can see beauty even in death of a brave person, in death of a warrior, in death of a hero who sacrificed their lives for noble cause. So even after death, they inspire us. They inspire us to do something great like them, to sacrifice our lives if needed for the sake of our motherland, for the welfare of people. We can see beauty in stories also. In such stories which give us moral, which teach us. And at last, the central idea of this poem. The poet John Keats, through this poem, wants to convey us a message that a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Means a beautiful thing gives us permanent bliss, gives us everlasting happiness, gives us unending joy. Here, the poet also tells us that beauty can be seen, can be felt, can be heard in different forms. We can find beauty even in heavenly bodies. We can see beauty even in death. We can see beauty in trees. We can feel beauty in the forest, Here the poet wants to tell us that all such things which are useful, which are helpful, which are supporting, relaxing, energy giving, are beautiful things in this world. They help us, they enable us to survive in the world which is full of sorrow, which is full of miseries. That's all. Thanks.